Hello everybody and welcome back. So we are almost done with our Windman. And what we are trying to do is to make it go alive. So we are going to have it behaving like this, hopefully in this tutorial. And so what we need to do, we need to rig this Windman. So I'm just going to remove the player a little bit. It don't need to be here. So I have a box color. I'm just going to put it here. So now we're done with all the shading and stuff. So let's start rigging. So these are the bones, and this is the Windman, and we have the bones and we have the mesh. If we take the bones and we start to rotate it, it works. So that's great. So now we're gonna, we're gonna rig it. So here we have the head. Isn't that awesome? So in order to use the damp transform, we need to, in here, create a rig. And we're gonna do a rig on this one. And if you don't find these components, you need to install the animation rigging. You do it in the package manager. And here on the Windman, we're gonna use an animator. And also, let's see, we need an, we also need a rig builder. So this rig builder, it wants different rig layers. And we're only gonna use one rig layer, and we have it here. This is gonna be one rig layer. What we're gonna make on this rig layer, or I'm gonna do objects. So this is gonna be bone 1, or let's do bone 0, control bone 01. So what I need to do here is that I'm gonna have a damp transform and constrained object. So constrained object is controlled by something else. So before we continue, I should actually take the Windman and in animation rigging do bone render setup. So what I'm trying to say here is that this bone needs to be constrained by this bone down here. And actually, I'm gonna do, because I've done this before, I know it's gonna be a better effect. So I'm gonna start controlling from here. So bone 2 is controlled from bone 1. So what I do here, I do bone 2 is controlled from bone 1. And then you need to make another one and do this as you see here. So this is going to be bone 2 and this is going to be bone 3. So let's make this one here. So bone 2, this one here, gonna be bone 3 is controlled by bone 2. And here, bone 4 is controlled by bone 3. And this one is bone 5, controlled by bone 4. So we have made the first bones here. So I'm gonna use a script to rig it all. But now we made the first ones, and I'm gonna show you that I have this script here. So here's the script, and what I just have some parameters, and it's actually just doing some noise here. And well, let's start like this. It's better to just show what it will do first. So I'm going to put it on bone 1 and bone controller like this. And if we play, you see it? Now it is animating and it's a little bit wobbly because of damped transform is working like this. But it's not doing the top part. And that's because we haven't rigged the rest of it. But what's happening is that this bone here has this script, and I have rotation, speed, noise, and max angle. And here we do the noise offset. I do a random range, and then I do 2 floats, and then where I do this Perlin noise, and then I do the angle with different angle, so I make the max angle. And then here I just, depending on how your bones are rotated, you need to do either swap I and Z. So I have a swap here, but you can focus on this line here. So the noise rotation is quaternion. So here you put in the rotation and it converts it to a quaternion. And then I just here do a slurp. So I always slurp towards the new rotation from the current rotation. And then we get this part here. So this is nice. So you can do this manually, and then you can control them all. And then you tweak these parts here so they are less sensitive, you see here. Or you just tweak them a lot and they are crazy. Okay, I think you need to do it before runtime, so now it will be a little bit more wobbly, crazy. So you can do that, but I'm gonna delete the Windman and show you a script I made. So if you take the Windman in like this and add the material, and now if you take the balloon, let's see. So this script, if I add it to the Windman, now it will rig everything for me. So now you see we have the animator, rig builder, and then I have all the names set up here. So if I now, on the bone here, add this balloon controller, now you see it's really wobbly and nice. And you see the arms is maybe intersecting a bit or something, but you can fix that. So if you want, you can. I'm going to remove the game here. So if you take the arms, bone 6, so let's do like this. So bone 6 is this one here. So this is where the arms are also connected. If you do like damp position a little bit smaller here, then the arms will respect the shape a little bit better. So yeah. So that is how you do it. And I can show you the script that's rigging everything for me. And of course, if you want this script, you can get it on Patreon. So let's see, I'm gonna just show it really quickly. So here I have the booleans, and they are in the update. When I press them, they will set up the component and then add the rigging for each bone. So here I have it's setting up the objects for me, and then here you can see add rig for each bone. So what I do, this is a recursive function that's putting itself back into it and go it more times. So it's kind of, that's why it goes down to child's to add the stuff in it. And then this is updating the stuff. So this update setting. So we have the main script here. So let's say if you don't want to go into all these ones and change, you can just do it on the main script. If you change it like this and update, now all the bones are like this. So yeah, this is how it works. So thank you so much for being devoted to go through this tutorial. It's a pretty heavy one. I don't think I will do this long ones in the future because it's hard to stay until the end. But if you did, congrats to you and thank you so much for watching and have a really good day.